Okay, got my little death metal track here. As you can see, I've taken the bits of the vocals here. I've extended this out to about 2.5, almost two, for about 2.5 minutes. Okay, so I've taken the parts of the verses and the chorus bits and cut them up here to give room for different stuff. I've gone in and put in some bass, which is this bit right here. This is a kind of a rhythm guitar bit. This is more of a lead guitar bit right here. Okay, and I've gone in for the bass and I've added on a distortion, just a real slight basic distortion. Another one on the more rhythm-based guitar. Put that up pretty high because I wanted it pretty screwy. And then I've got like the lead right here. One of the things I did just to create a what you would call a fill for the track is I've gone in real in depth here with the bass bit and just cut it into pieces and then kind of put it back in. It doesn't sound too different to make it sound like it doesn't belong, but it breaks up the repetitiveness of just using a bit loop. I've done the same over here. Basically, I just used the same part really. And then something I did basically the same thing here for kind of the lead guitar bit. Is I just kind of cut it into pieces and then played around with it until it sounded okay. That's what this is right here, each one of these. And then I just took that same stuff and then I duped that out several times and I used pitch shift on it up and down to make it loud or higher and lower, which gives the note idea of a guitar player changing key areas on the fretboard. Okay, and then right here I carry it on here, and then this is some feedback stuff, just a couple of feedback loops. And then I changed up the main guitar riff into something a lot more deeper and nastier to finish off the track. And then down here I've got a kick drum roll that I created myself on a drum machine, and then another drum beat that I came up with. It's just real fast-paced and kind of panicky. It doesn't match up perfectly, but I just was playing hard and loose with this just to give you an idea of what you can do. Normally, like for example on here, each one of these little bumps is one of the drum hits, so and then it spaces. So I've got that spaced all the way through. This is the other drum loop. So to start with, I cut just the parts of the drum roll itself and doubled that to begin the track, and then I let it space through this other drum loop. And then for the kind of the lead guitar riff, the solo kind of thing going on here, I just used the drum roll over and over again, so you basically end up with the lead guitar guy playing over top of the just on the drums, very death metal. I guess I could extend this a little bit there. I've taken the snap to grid. It's on here snapping. I've disabled it so I could work with this a little easier. And just a little spacing in that. Okay. And I've added in the feedback thing. It's at the beginning and then again right here. Again, very typical of death metal to have some feedback type playing going on. And then again, I switched out the guitar riff there. Have the same drum thing going on here. Just space that out again, a little bit more of just real solid drum roll spaced in there. I mean, this is like I said, this is just real hard and loose production work. I did this in maybe half an hour to an hour or so. It's just, if I had real musicians and instruments and stuff, I would obviously take a lot more time to do this. And even doing it with loops, typically, if I wanted to actually make this song for produce it for for putting on one of my CDs or something that I've got available on the site, I would definitely put a lot more work into it, but this was just kind of to give you an idea of how you can do some real hardcore heavy metal sound and stuff easily. Or, you know, just to show some basic tricks here. Again, so I just go over this one more time. So, you know, just like with a cut and paste video, when you're wanting to do a fill for like a solo or something, just cut up the pieces of a loop and then cut and, you know, paste them into a nice little fill in there, and then, you know, the same with the guitar. And again, the little trick I used for the making the guitar work here is just using the pitch shift to make it seem like the dude, whoever's supposed to be playing guitar, is moving up and down on the frets, changing pitch of the guitar playing the same thing but just in a different pitch, you know. And then to break up the repetitiveness of the whole thing, switched the guitar riff, you know, I let it die off there, added in a couple of feedback loops, and then switched the riff to something darker and heavier to finish the track up, you know. And okay, I'll put just the vocals by themselves as they is the raw that I recorded, cleaned up a little bit, and then I'll put this up so you can hear what all was done. So thanks for listening. I hope you kind of enjoyed this little brutal death metal expose. It's got to be brutal, metal, brutal. Man, there you go. But okay, thanks for watching, checking this out, and I'll see you next time.